All the small things, artificial intelligence and everyday life. I've been moving between two ways of thinking about artificial intelligence. I was reading Life 3.0 by Max Tegmark. It stretches your mind outward, centuries, civilizations, and trajectories of intelligence beyond biology. It asks what happens when intelligence redesigns itself and humans are no longer the center of cognition. At the same time, I came across a study on how people actually use ChatGPT. The contrast was almost funny. Instead of governing societies or reshaping civilization, most people are using AI to write messages, fix wording, or think through small decisions. Just everyday life. Tegmark outlines futures that sound vast and abstract, utopias, dictatorships, collapse, transformation. But none of them are new. They are extensions of things we already recognize: markets scaling outward, states tightening control, empires expanding. Artificial intelligence doesn't introduce entirely new ideas, it amplifies existing ones. What changes is not the nature of the system, but its scale. Usage data makes clear that AI is not entering society through grand scenarios. It is entering through something much smaller. Most interactions are personal: drafting an apology, writing a eulogy, figuring out what to say in a difficult conversation. We're not outsourcing civilization. We're outsourcing small acts of thinking, and those small acts matter. There's something profound about the way people use AI. We don't just ask it for answers. We use it to hear ourselves think, to refine a sentence, to test an idea, to shape a feeling into language. It becomes a kind of mirror. In that process, the boundary between internal thought and external assistance begins to blur. Each interaction feels trivial: fixing a sentence or clarifying a thought. Individually, these are small delegations, but repeated over time, they become habits. The issue isn't that we lose control in some dramatic way, it's that we gradually become accustomed to assistance. We begin to expect it, and once expectation settles in, systems begin to adapt around it. This is how the relationship changes. At first, AI helps, then it anticipates. Then it begins to guide, not by force, but by familiarity. What emerges is not domination, but dependence, not imposed, but chosen. The danger is not that machines take over thinking. It's that humans slowly stop practicing certain forms of it. What's happening here is cultural. When enough people rely on the same systems, shared expectations begin to form. What counts as a good message, a clear explanation, or a reasonable response? Over time, these patterns shape communication itself. And with that comes a new kind of stratification. Some people continue to think independently, wrestling with ideas in their raw form. Others operate within an algorithmic scaffolding that feels natural, not because they were forced, but because it works. The contrast between imagined futures and lived reality isn't a contradiction. It's a sequence. Dramatic scenarios don't appear suddenly. They are built gradually through repetition, habit, and small decisions. AI doesn't arrive as a rupture. It accumulates. The future of AI isn't waiting somewhere ahead. It's being constructed now in emails, conversations, and drafts. Every time we decide what to keep for ourselves and what to hand over, we don't just shape how we use technology. We shape how we think. The future will not arrive all at once. It will feel familiar and incremental, until one day we realize it has been here all along, built quietly through everyday life. This is AnthroIntelligence, Culture, Cognition, and Code. I'm Richard Jonathan O. Taduran. Stay curious and stay human.